Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid channel. I am Veena teacher teaching you 3rd standard science subject. Now what we have studied in our last session? Yes, we have completed our 6th chapter, isn't it? Today we are going to start our 7th chapter, but before that I would like to do something. You just observe and tell me that if I will ask you one question, then you have to answer me. Okay? See, I'm having my canopy with me here. Okay? And here some papers are there. Now just observe. What makes the paper fly? Yes, tell me. What makes the paper fly? Why these papers are flying, students? Yes, why? Can you tell? Why these papers are flying? Yes, you all are saying, teacher, because of fan, isn't it? What fan is giving? Fan is giving air. Can you see the air? The air is coming. Because of that air, these papers are flying, isn't it? But can you see this air? Yes? No, we can't see air, but we can feel the air, isn't it? If you are sitting in front, downside of the fan, what you can feel? You can feel the air, but we cannot see. Now we can see the canopy, but can we see the air? No, not at all. Now, when you are thirsty, what do you drink, students? Yes? When you are thirsty, what do you drink? Or when you are coughing, when you cough suddenly, what you do? What your mother asks to do? She gives you immediately water, isn't it? Yes. And now, see, we live in house, isn't it? But in the winter season, you wear sweaters, isn't it? Why you wear sweater? Because you feel so cold. But do we wear sweaters for 12 months? Yes. Do we wear sweaters for 12 months? No, not at all. Why? Because in summer season, we feel very hot. So that time we wear cotton cloths, isn't it? So what I am talking, here I am talking about the weather, isn't it? So weather change every time, isn't it? Sometimes rain will be there, sometimes wind will be there, sometimes hot sun will be there, isn't it? So I hope you all are guessing now what I am going to teach you today. See what I am talking about. I was talking about air, I was talking about water, and I was talking about weather. So today we are going to study the same air, water and weather from our 7th chapter. Okay, so our 7th chapter is air, water and weather. So before teaching this lesson, first we are going to read this chapter. So what you are going to do? You have to open your canopy and keep your finger on each and every word and line. Okay, come on. Take out your canopy, page number 44. Fast, make it fast. Yes, very good. We will start reading this chapter. Now I will on the audio. You just keep your finger.
Air, water and weather. Learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to recognize that air is present all around us. Identify the different forms in which water can exist. Describe the water cycle. Explain the terms weather and season. Mind opener. Look at the sunlight coming into the room. What are the small things you see shining in the sunlight? Take some ice in a steel glass. What do you see outside the glass? Where did it come from? Air. You are surrounded by air. You cannot see it, but you can feel the air when it blows. Moving air is called wind. Air is made up of several gases. The important ones are oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. All plants and animals breathe in oxygen. Carbon dioxide is used by plants to make food. Air also has other things. It has water vapor, dust, and germs. Air also has smoke and some harmful gases given out by cars and factories. These gases pollute the air.
See the next page.
When you breathe in this polluted air, you can fall sick. Forms of water. Water is found in rivers, lakes, and the sea. It is also found under the ground. Water is a liquid. It flows. When water is heated for some time, it slowly disappears. It changes into water vapor. This is called evaporation. Water vapor is a gas. You can change water vapor back to water by cooling it. Ask an adult to hold a cool steel plate over boiling water. You can see drops of water on the plate. Water vapor changes back to water when it touches the cool plate. This is called condensation. If water is kept in the freezer of a refrigerator, it changes to ice. This is called freezing. Ice is hard. It is a solid. What happens if you keep ice in a warm place? It changes back to water. This is called melting. Water, water vapor, and ice are the three forms of water.
Now turn the next page.
The water cycle. You now know that you can heat or cool water to change it from one form to another. Water changes its form in nature too. The heat of the sun warms the water and seals rivers and lakes. The water evaporates to form water vapor, mixes with air, and rises up. High above the ground, the air is cool. The water vapor cools and condenses to form tiny drops of water. These drops gather together to form clouds. When the clouds pass through cooler air, they get cooled further. The water drops join together to become bigger. When they become very big, they fall to the ground as rain. The rainwater flows back into rivers, lakes, and seas, where it again changes to water vapor. This repeated change of water to water vapor and then back to water is called the water cycle. Sometimes, when the air is very cold, the water droplets in the clouds freeze to form ice. The ice then falls as hail or snow. Weather. The weather at a place keeps changing. Weather depends on the sun, air, and water. The sun warms the air. It is hot when the sun is directly above your head. It is not so hot when the sun goes down. Why does the wind blow? When the sun shines, it heats up the land. The warm air rises up. Cool air from the surroundings rushes in to take the place of warm air. This movement of air is the wind. When the wind blows gently, it is called a breeze. When the wind blows very fast, it is called a gale. When the wind moves with great speed and there is heavy rain, it is called a storm. A storm can cause a lot of damage to trees and buildings.
Turn the next page.
The seasons. The weather changes throughout the year. It is hot in some months and and cold during other months. Sometimes it rains a lot. In India, we have three main seasons: the summer season, the rainy season, and the winter season. It is very hot during the summer season. The days are long and warm. People like to stay inside and drink plenty of cool drinks. During the rainy season, it rains a lot in most parts of India. The wind blows and the clouds are dark grey in color. The winter season is the coldest season. The days are short. In many parts of India, it is very cold. People wear woolen clothes to keep warm. It snows in some parts of our country, but in other parts, it is not cold, even during the winter season. When the seasons change, we wear clothes to suit the weather. We also get different kinds of fruits and vegetables in different seasons.
So now, close your canopy. Now you know that air is all around us, isn't it? Air is all around us, and air has many gases, isn't it? And all plants and animals need water to live, you know this, and water can change its form. Just now we have seen. Still I am going to explain you in detail. Okay, so today we are going to study the 7th chapter of our science, air, water and weather. So in this chapter what you are going to study, that you can recognize that air is present all around us, the different forms in water in which water can exist, the water cycle you are going to study, and at last we are going to study the term weather and seasons. Okay, now first air, we are going to see air. Now what is air? Can we live without air, students? Yes, tell me, can we live without air? No, not at all. It is not possible at all. Yes, so you are surrounded by air, isn't it? Now we are breathing. What we are breathing, students? We are breathing air. Yes, because of this air breathing only today we are alive, isn't it? So you cannot see it, but we can't see the air. Now you can see whatever I have typed on the screen, but air also moving here near the board also, but can you see the air? No, not at all. We cannot see the air, but air is present in our environment, surrounded by us. Okay, but you can feel the air when it blows. See what they are saying, you can feel the air when it blows. If you are standing near the trees, or if you are standing near the cooler, fan, so when air comes you can feel it, isn't it? Because it blows on your face, or when it blows what happens? Yes, tell me. What happens? You can see your hairs are moving, isn't it? If girls are wearing long frocks, even frock also will move sometimes, isn't it? So moving air is called wind. What it is called? Wind. When the air is moving, that is called wind. Keep in your mind. Moving air is called wind. If I ask you the question, what is wind? You have to answer me that moving air is called wind, isn't it? Okay. Now the next. Air is made up of several gases. The important ones are oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. See what are the important gases in air? How many? See, air is made up of several gases, but the important ones are, which are important? Oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. What we breathe in, students? Yes, tell me what we breathe in. We breathe in oxygen, isn't it? And we breathe out carbon dioxide. Keep in your mind. What we breathe in? Tell me. Yes, we breathe in oxygen. Okay, what about plants? Do plants give out oxygen at, yes? Do plants give oxygen at night? Yes? Tell me. We have studied about plants, this oxygen, carbon dioxide, isn't it? Try to recall your memory. Come on. What trees gives us? Oxygen or carbon dioxide? In daytime, trees gives us oxygen, isn't it? And in night time, trees gives out carbon dioxide. So night time you should not sleep under the tree. It is very risky. See, all plants and animals breathe in oxygen. As a human being, how we need air or oxygen to breathe in. At the same time, even plants and animals also breathe in oxygen only, because they are living things. All living things breathe in oxygen. Who are the living things? Humans, plants and animals, isn't it? Carbon dioxide is used by plants to make food. See how plants make food? By using this carbon dioxide gas. They use this gas to make the food, isn't it? Now air also had other things also. It has water vapor, dust and germs. See, in air, water vapor also there. That I will explain you in water cycle what is water vapor and dust. See, sometimes the loud air means very fast, when fast air will come with the air when you are on ground. Just try to recall your memory when you are doing exercise or when you are playing in the ground at PT period, when the wind blow very fast. Wind means air. Moving air is called wind. So when the wind blow very fast, along with air, all dust also will come. So air also has dust and also germs. See, germs. With the air, some germs will be there, which is very dangerous. So sometimes, see, all air are not good for you. So air also has smoke and some harmful gases given out by cars and factories. Now see what car gives given out. Yes, harmful gases they leave, isn't it? Even the factories, you can see the second picture. There is one factory. See what is coming out from the factories? The harmful gas. Why factories are not in the city? Yes, why they are out of city? Because in factory harmful gases will be there, which is not good for health. If the factories are near our house or school, the harmful gases which comes out of the factories, see, we are not breathing every time fresh air. Whatever we are having surrounded by air, that air we are breathing, isn't it? So if you are near the factories, we have to breathe this harmful gas. If we breathe this harmful gas, what happens? We fall sick, isn't it? So it is very dangerous for the human, plants and animals also. That's why factories are out of the city. They are not in cities, isn't it? So but this gases, see, this what car, which car gives us given out by gases, now these also very dangerous. These are also very harmful smoke it is. Okay, so what we do when the smoke comes, what your parents do? They will take handkerchief and they'll close their nose and mouth, isn't it? Now it is good. Now due to corona we are wearing the mask, isn't it? It is very safe. Now these gases pollute the air. See what happens, these gases. Now on road, we can't tell anybody that don't leave the gas, don't leave the harmful smoke by car. We can't tell anybody, isn't it? But it is very, what that gases do, it pollute the air. isn't it? If we are passing from that road, even we breathe that harmful air, isn't it? Which is very risky for the human. So when you breathe in this polluted air, you can fall sick. See, you can see this in second picture. If you are going from school or if you are coming to school, when this harmful gas comes out by the car, if you are passing through that, you have to breathe that air only, isn't it? That polluted air only. Actually air is not polluted, but air is polluted by because of this car and factories, isn't it? So if we breathe that polluted air, what happens? We fall sick. Understood till here? Yes. Understood till here? Yes. Now I'll ask you some questions. Okay. Now once again I'll ask you that, can we live without air? Yes, tell me. Can we live without air? No, we cannot live without air. What is moving air called? What is moving air called, students? Tell me. Yes. Tell me, what is moving air called? Yes, moving air is called wind. Very good. Now we'll move to the next point. Forms of water. Now we will study what are the forms of water. Okay. See where you can see the water. Where we found water? Yes, water is found in river. The first picture you can see the river, the second picture you can see the lake and seas, the third picture downside which is, okay, and it is also found under the ground. You can see in the fourth picture, underground also we found water. How is water, students? Yes, how is water? Water is a liquid. How it is? Water is a liquid. Can you hold the water in your hand? Yes. You do one thing, after the class, you take water in your hand and you try to hold. Yes. You can keep in your hand water for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, not more than that. Why? Because it is liquid. It flows, isn't it? See, you can see in the picture also, in the sea, the water flows. So, water is a liquid and it flows. When the water is heated for some time, it slowly disappears. See what happens when you keep water for heating on gas. So after some times it slowly disappears. Disappear means, see, if you are keeping water on gas, if this much water is there and after boiling this water it comes down, means it disappears. Why? Because of the heating. So it changes into water vapor. Where that water goes then? Yes, we have filled this bowl, this much, we have filled this bowl with this much water, and when we are boiling that water, it disappears with this much only. And what about this much water? Where it goes? Yes, it changes into water vapor. Okay, so this is called evaporate. What it is called? This is called evaporate. Water vapor is also gas. See, water vapor means what? Whatever the heated water is there, through that gas, it mixed with the air and slowly it goes up in the sky through the water vapor. So what it is called? This is called evaporate. Okay. You can change water vapor back to water by cooling it. See, sometimes what you have to do, that if you are keeping anything, means water, to boil on the gas, you have to close with the steel plate. So water disappear, but where it goes into air. But when you close with the cool steel plate, see, when you open that steel plate, you can see the droplets. Yes, what you can see? You can see the droplets like this. Okay, and if you keep like that only on that bowl, so again that droplets, after cooling that droplets, all water will go in that bowl, isn't it? So you can change water vapor back to water by cooling it. If we close with the steel plate, ask an adult to hold a cool steel plate over the boiling water. So when the water is boiling, what you have to do? You have to keep one cool steel plate over the boiling water, and the water will disappear. It convert into water vapor. But again, if you want to change that water vapor back to water, what you have to do? You have to, yes, you have to cool down that water. So after cooling that water, again whatever water converted into water vapor by these droplets, after cooling down, these all droplets will fall down in that bowl only, means they are water vapor, they are going back to water only. Understood? Clear till here? Yes? Yes, very good. You can see drops of water on the plate. Just now I said water vapor changes back to water when it touches to cool plate. So what it is called? This is called condensation. What it is called? Condensation. What it is called? Condensation. Keep in your mind. So water vapor changes back to water. This is called condensation. Understood? Yes. Now, if water is kept in the fridge of a refrigerator, it changes to ice. See, I think most of the students have fridge at home. So what you do? You keep water in the fridge deeper, isn't it? This is the fridge. So if you keep in the deep freezer water, what happens? After some hours, it changes into ice in this way. Okay, these are the ice cubes. So this is called freezing. See what is happening here? The water is converted into ice. Means water is changed into ice. Why? Because of this refrigerator. So this is called freezing. What it is called? Freezing. So ice is hard, it is a solid. So what? It is not liquid. See, the ice is not liquid. Water is liquid, but ice is solid. Solid means not liquid. And what happens if you keep ice in a warm place? See, if we remove the ice cubes from the fridge and if you keep at warm place where cool place is not there, so then what happens? It changes back to water. See, slowly this ice cube convert into, means goes back to in water. So this is called melting. What it is called? Melting. Okay. So water vapor and ice are three forms of water. See what I want to tell you. First we have seen the water vapor. Water changes into water vapor. Again it can changes back to water, isn't it? And what about ice? Yes. When we keep water into fridge, it convert into ice cubes. So that is called freezing. And what we have studied again? Yes. When the water vapor changes back to water, that is called condensation, isn't it? So what are the forms of water? Water, water vapor and ice. are the three forms of water. Understood till here? Yes, what we have studied today? We have studied about air and the forms of water. Now, today's your home assignment is read air and forms of water from Canopy. Underline the hard words which you feel hard. Write 3 times in the rub book and try to learn those hard words. And the next part is the water cycle and weather and seasons. Try to read from Canopy. When I teach in next period, you will understand in better manner. Till that time, bye bye, take care and thank you.